Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where everybody is in the world today for this general. I want to say a huge thank you to anybody watching this for the simple reason that it hit me last night when I was doing I do a daily check in. So I do my journaling and then I actually use AI gosh, sorry, I just realized my phone is still there. Apologies. I use AI to then kind of track it. And it hit me during my journaling and doing my check-in that for the first time in probably 3 years, I am deeply, genuinely, contentedly happy. And honestly, all I can say is that is the ROA right there. That is the return on alignment. It's because I've quite honestly been doing the things that fulfill my soul. And it's taken me a lot of time, probably the last 9 months or so, of concerted, sometimes consistent, sometimes not so consistent effort. Because obviously there are ups and downs and there's backslides as you move back into old patterns and old ways of doing things. Um, and now, for the first time, that I'm consistently living my dream life and doing the things that fulfill my soul and make me feel good and all the rest of it. I've released a lot of the body weight that I was holding. My energy levels are through the roof. I'm waking up between 3 and 4 a.m. every morning, refreshed, ready for my day, good to go. I actually managed to lead a beautiful Qigong session today with a very dear friend of mine and actually business partner as well. And it just felt so good. And I just realized, like I said, last night it hit me. I'm happy. I'm deeply, deeply, deeply happy. So I want to say thank you to all of you that are here with me on this journey, because I mean, I'm not just doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself as well, because this really does bring me joy. But it just feels so good to be here. So thank you for being here with me on this journey. Appreciate every single one of you. So without further ado, now that we're done with the mushy stuff, I'm gonna get into a general reading for the collective who are looking to be holistic hustlers in their own existence, looking to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. In that, let's see what the message for the collective is today. I feel like this might be a bit of a long reading. I'm being called to really expand on some stuff. Yesterday was quite a short reading. Oh, King of Wands. Lots of fiery, action driven energy. That feels like that's coming in. That's on the spiritual side of the draw. Page of Pentacles is there. Page of Cups inverted. What I'm sensing from this, with that action energy coming in with the King of Wands juxtaposed with the Page of Pentacles, it feels like there's a call on the spiritual side to really use that action orientated energy to put in place new structures, new ways of doing things. That's coming through quite strongly. Page of Cups inverted. I'm sensing there with that it's a case of don't I want to see if that feels aligned. Yeah. Don't let the old emotions surface, because there will be a bit of fear as you're trying out new things. That's basically what's coming through. You're going to be trying out new things that's coming out on the spiritual side of the draw. Don't let that freak you out. Okay, I'm hearing that quite strongly. Don't let that freak you out. It's okay to try new things, especially if it's aligned with your higher purpose and your higher goal. If you're not quite sure what that is, book an archetype reading with me, and we'll be able to go in depth and see what that might feel and look like for you. Oh, okay. On the physical side of the draw, hmm, I'm intrigued. I'm going to ask for clarity on this, but what I'm sensing here is definitely a lot more. There's a call for partnership that's coming through because I've got the Hierophant energy here, which can also symbolize marriage, but definitely legally binding documents and that sort of thing at a higher level, a higher purpose. So I'm sensing a call here, especially with the King of Cups, to approach business from a very heart-centered space and pick partners that you're really wanting to align with from a, again, heart-centered space. So if you are channeling your energies into something new, into new structures, etc., you are definitely being called to consider new partners, but do so from a heart-centered space, not just who's going to add to the bottom line in the cash book. Okay, Ten of Pentacles being the card of what is there as well. That's feeling very strong too. Culminations of work, but very much a, not just a culmination. The sense I'm getting is one of being very proud of what you've built and knowing that it serves again, I keep hearing higher purpose. It serves a higher purpose. And the outcome card is the Justice card. But inverted. What am I getting from that? What am I getting from that? I'm actually going to draw another card. I don't do this often, in fact, ever. But I want clarity on that Justice card inverted because I know what I'm sensing, but I want to just see. Because what I'm sensing from the card is a veil falling away. It feels as though you've maybe been trapped by a very specific way of doing things, but there's this curtain that's falling away, this veil falling away, and you seeing that, yeah, those structures, those legal precedents, the way of handling matters is not actually necessary for what you're trying to achieve. So all the things that you thought were going to be holding you back, okay, that's what's coming through. Everything that, so I actually don't need to draw another card. Yeah, everything that you thought was holding you back actually isn't. You just need a new perspective on it. Don't do anything illegal. Okay. But yeah, whatever you were thinking about doing, maybe you were thinking it's not possible. Maybe you were thinking there was licensing that you needed that you couldn't get. I know actually one of my clients was looking at getting a cannabis farm since it's been legalized here now. And they were saying, oh, it's going to be such a long drawn out thing, to get the licenses, and it's so expensive and this and that and all the rest of it. Maybe something similar is happening here for the collective, where you have a business idea and it just seems like it's going to be such an uphill battle. The outcome very much, I'm getting confirmation on that now. The outcome card is very much when you look at it more clearly and take a new perspective on it, that veil is going to fall away and you're actually going to see that there is a very solid mode that you're able to enter into this business idea from, which actually then that I think ties back into the finding a business partner who's heart-centered with you on this journey, because maybe they're going to be able to add in a new perspective that you maybe were unable to see. Sometimes we just need that second opinion to be able to see the wood for the trees. Okay, pulling the Oracle deck now. Let's see what comes out. The theme. Oh, okay, beautiful. So this aligns. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So maybe we're saying there's an action-oriented energy, but it is a new way of doing things that you're going to have to look at. So if you're desirous of a very specific outcome, visualize it, try to look at it from a different perspective and see what that brings out for you. The block card, and I think we had this yesterday as well, if I recall correctly. You are at the end of a cycle in your life, and that's the Ten of Pentacles, right? That cycle completion. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So what are you maybe holding on to that no longer serves you, that actually you could release and let go of as you move into this next chapter with somebody who really supports you. And the advice from the angels here is, I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And we were just also told to call upon your angels to comfort us. So maybe you need to ask for a bit of help. Ask for a definite sign. Sometimes that also, I've noticed for me, that definitely helps. Sorry, just drinking my chai, because I was told that I talk enough that sometimes my lips go a bit dry. So I'm trying to make sure I stay hydrated as I'm doing these readings. And then the outcome card here, beautiful. Have faith and hope. Remember, we're told to visualize. There's a new way of doing things. It might feel like it's counterintuitive. There might be a bit of fear associated with that, right? Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. And that was what I was getting from that justice card. It's like there's this block, you can't seem to see past it, but it feels like that veil is about to fall away, and you're going to be able to see what that possible outcome could and would be. Okay, let's see what the energy is on the number side of things today. I'm going to put that over there for now. So I'm going to use that very shortly for the I Ching. Thought I would need more clarity as we're going through this, but nope. It's looking like the universe's message today is very clear. The collective has obviously been asking for a bit of assistance on a very specific matter, so this is good. The energy really does feel so beautifully aligned. There is that trepidation. I can sense it there. But you know what? Have faith, have hope. Things will work out when you apply a new perspective. Don't try and flog a dead horse, as in, if you have a specific vision in mind, trying the same old tactics over and over and over and over and over again, that's the definition of insanity, and that's not what we want to do. So find a new perspective. It doesn't mean that just because what you tried didn't work, therefore your vision and your ideal isn't feasible. That's not what that means at all. It's quite possibly just that your perspective needs a bit of a shift and a change, right? So let's see what comes out from the numbers today. So the theme is that energy is in motion, the number 36. The advice card is the essence of life, number 31. So are you focusing on something that really does fulfill your soul? And remember, again, what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. Okay, so what's good for you might not be good for the next person. So make sure that you're focusing on a vision and a mission that sings to your soul. If it doesn't sing to your soul, you're wasting your energy, essentially. Oh, and the outcome card is just literally confirming it. I don't even need to pull the book out. Number 28, new cycle beginning. So a lot of energy here throughout this reading on new cycles starting, new cycles beginning, fresh perspectives being needed. The energy is in motion. We are moving forward. Stay true to that vision, though. Stay true to it and watch it unfold. Ask for assistance. The oracle deck very much said, call upon your angels, look for signs. The tarot said, maybe you need a new business partner to come in, somebody who provides a new perspective. And sometimes spirits, the divine, will use other people to get a message across to us more readily that maybe we just weren't able to hear and or see. So please do bear that in mind as well. Okay, and today is the 24th of the 3rd. Cannot believe that the time has flown so past. It feels like it was literally just New Year's Eve. Okay, let's get into the I Ching. Okay. Right, we have a solid line to start off with. Let's move up the trigram now. Sorry, the hexagram rather. What does the collective need to know? Wouldn't surprise me if we get some changing lines as we're going. Yep, there it is. Because the energy is in motion today. So we have already a changing line here, which is good. It means that shows that the energy is in motion. Maybe you're already embracing new perspectives even as you're watching this, right? Always in motion, the future is, according to Yoda. And he was right. So every time we make a new decision or new choice, we're quite literally switching timelines. So it affects the energy even as we're going, which is beautiful. It just shows how powerful thought is. If you ever watch Star Trek Prodigy, which is a kid's show, but really, really good, you'll know that they say in there that thought is the most powerful energy source in the universe, which makes sense. Thought literally is what 15:55 on the clock as I say that. 555. Confirmation. And another changing line. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty, let's see where we're at with this. At some point, I will actually sit and learn each and every single one of these by rote so that I can do this for you guys in immediate real time. So let's have a look-see. I won't do that because I like to double check things. Okay, so we have... Bear with me here. Solid, broken, broken, solids all the way up. And just by the way, the interesting thing is, I don't know if I brought this out before, but I'll say it again. Even just finding the hexagram becomes such a beautiful meditation, because you really have to, you might want to rush it. And when you do, I can tell you, you ain't going to find it. You're not going to find it. But then when you actually just slow it down, it's like the hexagram will just pop right out at you. So we're looking for a solid, broken, broken, solid, solid 25. Okay, now let's look for the next one. So we're looking solid, broken, solid, 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 broken. Bear with me. Oh, there we go, number 49. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see what the I Ching has to say for us. Again, the I Ching is quite direct, so I always like to draw this last because it kind of balances out all the nice lovey-dovey stuff of the Oracle deck and the numerology and the tarot cards, etc., where the I Ching is, like I say, very direct. So number 49, revolution. The image is the fire and lake can fight and destroy one another. Natural evolution means that you have to adjust to the changing demands of the times. Changes are on the way, and you may soon move or look for a new job. So we're already saying we need to look at new ways of doing things. Divorce, marriage, or even political changes may be in the air, but these will bring good opportunities for you. Try not to be too materialistic. Remember, we're saying what is the essence of life? I was looking at that card again. What is it that's actually that you're looking for? If it's not materialism, don't go towards materialism. You need to reject old motives, settle old quarrels, and act with sincerity. Again, new perspectives coming out. Your manner and presentation will improve, and you will soon be able to impress others. And then the changing energy of that as we move through the day. Wuwang, innocence. In springtime, when thunder rolls below the heavens, everything starts to grow. You must remember what it was like to be a child and perhaps return to more innocent time. Don't rush into anything without thinking about it. Be honest and stay within your own limitations. Be unselfish and straightforward, and don't let temporary setbacks upset you. Be ready for unexpected events and be flexible in the way that you handle them. Follow the directions given by someone you respect, and good fortune will follow. Remember, we're saying find somebody who's heart-centered to partner with. Be spontaneous and free yourself from obsessive ideas and emotions. If you don't look into things before you act, you will make mistakes through ignorance. Beware of getting caught up in other people's messes. Act as though you were an innocent child. That is, naturally, honorably, and truthfully, without greed, ambition, unnecessary complications, or desire. Okay, beautiful reading there. Very, very beautiful reading. I hope that this resonated with you. Please drop a like in the comments. And I should just do a quick recap. So, very much it seems like the energy that came out today, as I said, was around the situation for the collective being in motion, focusing on what you actually desire, looking at new ways of accomplishing that. The obstacles that you thought are insurmountable actually probably just need a new perspective, a new way of doing things. Don't be surprised if your immediate pushback occurs because it's not what you're used to and how you're used to operating. Okay. Work with somebody who can offer a new perspective to be able to bring you forward into that new way of doing things and start to see it unfolding beautifully. If you're not quite sure what it is that your life mission, etc., could be and should be, definitely do book an archetype reading with me. It's free of charge. All right. And from there, we can look at working together on a longer term basis. I have a beautiful app that's able to help you to track absolutely every big event in your life, and actually put that against your astrology, as well, that's your Western, Vedic, and Chinese astrology as well, maps it according to your human design gene keys, and even brings in your Ayurvedic doshas as well. So that you're able to balance out the physical to make sure that you're not leaking energy out whilst on your wealth journey. I think that's so important. And that in turn, when you're not leaking that energy out, you're not dealing with brain fog, etc., helps you to be able to make decisions more easily and more readily. And because your cortisol levels are then lower, that fear response that we were talking about earlier, that stress that might come up when you're trying new things, that automatically is mitigated. I was actually saying to one of my clients yesterday that, I'll draw the tower card now, which everybody in the spiritual community knows. You see the tower card, and it's like, oh gosh, big changes, big shifts happening. It's a tower moment and blah, 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 blah. And it's huge. When you're in alignment, those dips are so much more shallow. It's actually beautiful. And a tower moment can be something as simple as a power outage that lasts a few hours. No big, right? As opposed to life-altering situations. Not saying that those don't still happen and can happen, but you are able to move through life with a lot more ease when your physical is more grounded in alignment. So do book a session with me if you get a chance, or when you get a chance, I should say. And I definitely look forward to working with you all very, very soon. Until then, remember, everybody deserves to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And happiness kind of comes with that, definitely. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a great day further. Bye for now.